I'm tired of hiding who I really am inside, and all that I'm asking is that you take it all in stride, 'cause I'm getting rather tired of always being afraid. I just want to be myself in life's big parade. Here I am. This is me. This is who I want to be. And if you look a little closer, you might see the child still. 'Cause in my heart, I'm a dreamer. My life's going uphill.
Hi guys, Mitchie here. I'm doing a video that was a bit by request, but I planned on doing it anyways. And it's to help people out on the other side of things that want to kind of show some support to someone that has a little side. And this means, say it's significant other or a friend, because to be honest, this is not necessarily a sexual thing. For me, it really isn't, okay? I have a sexual side, don't get me wrong, and I'm not talking to you about that because you know what? You're not my personal friend that I know and trust. So you're not going to hear those things about my life. The reason I'm talking about this side of my life is simply because I want to help people, because this is not easy to deal with. It's actually the kind of thing that really can make you messed up in the head, because you feel like you're alone and you feel like you're the only one in the world, and it really hurts. And I want to help people. I want to help people out there learn to love and accept themselves. And kids, because like I'm saying before, and I'm not trying to be weird or anything, this started with me when I was little. And I was a teenager, and I told my parents, and things didn't go well at all. Because, frankly, this scares parents. It scares them a lot, and they don't know how to deal with it. And I understand. I understand why they don't know how to deal with it, because it's weird and it scares them. So, before you ever tell someone about this side of you, ask yourself why you want to tell them. I'm sure it's for acceptance, but odds are they're not going to accept you. And that's going to hurt you. That's going to hurt you in more ways than you'll realize. And I'm jumping off into a tangent, so I'm going to stop and go back to where I was. Okay. I'm talking about what an adult baby wants. And when I say adult baby, this doesn't mean necessarily that you're a baby. It's just a term that I'm using to make it understandable. The age that you are could be a toddler. It could be older than that. You know, hey, I like playing video games a lot. I don't necessarily want to be a baby, but there is that little side to it, of course, that I have. So, what does an adult baby want? This is a generalization. It doesn't apply to everyone. So if you are a significant other or a friend wanting to show support to someone, you really do have to talk it out with them to know exactly what they want. Because everyone's different. Just because I'm giving you this generalization doesn't mean that that's everything. So let's start at the very beginning. What can you do to show some support to help that person out? Because people are sensitive and have needs. Well, it's so simple. I mean, when I tell you it, you're going to say, really? Adoy! Because it's really that dumb. Tell them that they're little. That's it. A lot of this is in your head, and it's emotional and mental, and you want to feel little. The easiest way to do that is for someone that you know and love and you trust to come up to you and treat you little, to say that you're little. Hey, my little guy, how you doing today? This and that, You need a hug, It's stuff like that it actually goes a long way. Because you're not only showing that you support their little side, but you're also showing that you accept them as well, which is one of the most important things. So, that's the easiest thing you can do, is start by just saying they're little. And it goes farther and farther and farther. You can start to let them wear openly around you and actually acknowledge that they're having a diaper on. And this typically would mean under clothes. That, a person would put a diaper on themselves, and they just kind of wear it around you, and it's cool. You guys can go play video games together, or go watch a movie together. Like I said, this could be anyone. It doesn't have to be someone that you're intimately involved with. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. It can be just a good friend. And being there and showing your support for someone like this is really an amazing thing. It shows you care. It's all about caring about each other and loving each other in this world. Why can't we do more of this? Instead, we have to have guns and shoot at each other. And that's just wrong. It shouldn't be like that at all. So, if you are wanting to do even more than this, it's going to be difficult. And I want to tell you right now that you need to talk about it, because you may want to do something for your significant other and then try it and then be uncomfortable with it. Well, you got to talk about that. Don't keep that bottled up inside. Make sure you discuss it and talk about it, because you may not be able to go any further. And if you can't, both of you need to fess up and make choices in your lives about if it's going to work out or not, or if you can push through. Okay? Because I'm not trying to say, well, I'm not trying to be a doomsdayer of relationships. You know what I mean? So, the next step is really, if they're wearing around you and everything, the next step is to get more involved. You can actually play with them like they're little. Have them play with toys, stuffed animals. You can have them talk, and just do whatever little kids do. I mean, it really is that simple. It's the same stuff you would do for a kid, and this only applies to people that like to feel like a little kid, but it's still there for them. And you can also, of course, the extreme side of things, and this is probably the farthest I could possibly tell you can go, is to actually change someone's diaper. That's a very intimate thing where, you are basically taking care of someone. And if you think about it as well, say you're nursing them, say you actually have a baby bottle and you're holding someone, in your arms, in your lap. I mean, I know people are big, so it's going to be a little weird, but they're, having the bottle from you. It's a very intimate, mental, and emotional thing. I mean, very powerful when you think about it, because there's just a lot of emotions in play there. And that, of course, is another thing that you can do. But those are all the extreme ends of this. And it takes a lot to do it. And for a lot of people, it looks weird, and it looks scary, and it looks disturbing, and I get that. I totally understand. When you see this, and you're like, oh, look at that freak. Look at what those freaks are doing. Well, a lot of what we put on TV is for shock factor, and it's just there for that, to shock you and disgust you. It's not there to actually help you understand. It's just there to shock you. And it takes a while for some people to ever get past that, because I was shocked. There were things that I couldn't stand to look at, and they disturbed me. Seeing other people like me, it actually did disturb me for a while. And something happened in my life. And I don't know if it's just because of age with wisdom and this and that, but something happened, and now when I look at someone that's acting like a little child that is an adult, they're wearing a diaper, I'm not seeing the adult anymore. I'm seeing the child. And I don't know how to get you there if you're not there, but it changed. There was a time when it did disturb me a lot, and I've seen past it now, and now I can really see that they're just a person. A person like everyone else in this world that has needs, and we need to be there for each other in this world, because in the end, each other is all that we have, really. We need to step up and be polite to one another, and just, like I said before, be human beings to each other. Because we're intelligent beings, and it's not that hard to understand these things. And I am not a stupid person. I know a lot about things. Computers and electronics and technology. I suck at some of the newer stuff out there, but that's just because I don't have the money to buy all the newer stuff. So that's the gist of what I wanted to say here. Basically, what you can do to help support somebody that's little. So I hope you guys have yourselves a good time, and I'll see you around next time. There's one thing you need to know. I know a lot about acting, and I know a lot about movie magic. And when you see me pretending to be little, you just need to know something. You're not going to understand it, but it's true. When you see me pretending to be little, I'm not pretending. And like I'm saying, everything is to put you in that mindset. So you have a pacifier. Well, I have a pacifier because I need it, because I'm little. And I have the attachment here because I'm little and I can't be trusted. It'll fall off, I'll drop it, I don't know where it'll go, and then I'll be really worried because I don't know where my binky is. And it's the same as like having a stuffed animal. And this is something that a lot of people have. Isn't he cute, by the way? I love his shell, his red shell and his little on the back. I just had a brain fart. I'm gonna have to start all the way over because of that. I don't want to start all the way over. So, I'm gonna tart. I'm gonna tart. I tarted. I just tarted all over. Alright, I'm gonna start over. I'm gonna tart over. Let's just do it. Yeah. I tarted.